oddly enough, I don't see any observers for Movie. If observers don't come into play, those Hydras could easily pop up right in the middle of a Movie attack, just do a ton of damage. I almost hope it happens, because that'd be so cool. And Scourge coming in here trying to get rid of the shuttle, and they're not going to be successful. No, they're not going to be successful. None of them actually hitting there. And Calm moving in with Hydras here, picking off one of the High Templar before it could get any storms off. But those Reavers and High Templars, that's a great combination. And eventually, you know, later on in the game, is if those Reaver and High Templar numbers grow, that will slowly turn into Reaver Archon, and that could be devastating. We are seeing another tech switch from Calm producing a lot of Mutalisks, and he might actually be going for some economic damage here, or is he going to turn around and come for the High Templar? Either or, we'll see what he decides to do. He's coming in here, and he's going to go for the High Templar. He's going to pick off one, going to pick off two, dodge the storm this time. Some good micro by Calm here, dodging the storm. Going to pick off all the High Templar. All the High Templar go down, and a few of the Mutalisks do as well. A lot of damage done to those Mutalisks, but all of the High Templar are dead, which is very, very critical. And Overlord's coming into position as well to get ready to pick off this Observer. And I think that Observer may have seen some of those burrowed Hydras. Yeah, I think that they did. So Calm's not going to try using that Gambit anymore. It's a good idea by him, but it unfortunately wasn't effective here. And that Mutalisk is going to, the Mutalisk group is going to catch another High Templar off guard. So Movie's actually going for a 4th base right now on the top right, bring up a Nexus and several cannons, but these Mutalisks are going to come in and force him to cancel these cannons. Going to lose that probe as well. And actually they're just going to focus fire down. What are they focus firing? They are changing their focus fire, but that's okay right now. It doesn't matter. Nothing's going to come up as well. Everything was forced to be canceled. But still at this point, we're at 3 base to 3 base, and that is an economic advantage for the Protoss player. And Movie has a pretty solid-sized army on the field, moving across the middle of the map to the left side of the upper ridges as well. So he's going to try and change the motion of this battle. And actually, he's coming in again with Mutalisk comments, picking off. Hasn't really been able to pick off all the Mutalisks. Picking off needs one more Mutalisk. Oh, not able to pick off that High Templar, just barely surviving there. I don't know how many storms it has in there. I know a couple of storms were cast trying to get rid of the Mutalisks. We'll see whether or not that Stormer actually has anything in it. And this speed shuttle with the Reavers, these Reavers are going to do so much damage. I just watch all these Reavers do so much damage. Actually being caught on some of the Zealots, but still those Reavers have huge potential. And there they are, killing off some of those pesky Hydras. But there are a ton of Hydras. It looks like there's just, through sheer force of numbers, through the Russian communist strategy of layered defense of human blood, we're gonna see those Hydras, just layer after layer of Hydras, just managing to beat back those Zealots and those Reaver Scarabs. There's just so many Hydras there that it was enough. And Calm now moving to the bottom right hand position, and Movie is not in position now that he gave up that bottom set of ramps. That was the danger in moving to the top set of ramps. Now that he's given that up, that bottom set, now Calm is able to move in, and he's just gonna lay absolute waste of this base, and there's going to be like nothing alive in a couple seconds. All those probes are going to go down. Every building in there is going to be absolutely manhandled and slaughtered and abused. There's going to be nothing left. Instead, what Movie's going to do is he's going to try and catch this Hydra's force inside this little narrow choke point there and try and do damage that way. And Storm's coming in as well, doing some damage to those Hydras, and doing some damage there, also morphing into an Archon. But not going to be able to do too much more here. I think, I don't know how well this is actually going to be in pressing up here by Movie. There's still a ton of Hydras in there, and that Archon's going to go down as well. And Movie actually, I think, is going to allow Calm to escape. If Calm moves out right now, he can definitely get out of that chokehold. And the reason he had to do that is because Calm moved in with more Hydras coming in from behind, so he was forced to combat this. So we're seeing, once again, we're seeing some great play here, folks. Some great back and forth play. I have to mention that Calm still has not even looked to take a 4th base, nor has he advanced to Hive Tech, oddly enough. If he has, they've hid it from us, and we haven't seen it. The observers haven't shown it. But Movie taking the base in the top right corner now, he's going to try and get back up to 3 bases because I believe his main is mined out and his natural can't have that much more left into it either. And Movie has some great storms catching a lot of the Hydras of Calm off guard. And it looks like Calm's actually going to catch a probe transfer by Movie as well. So damage being done to both sides. So many storms. Oh my lord, so many storms going off. And Movie's moving into the natural expansion of Calm. This is going to be devastating for Calm, but at the same time, Calm is moving into the 3rd base of Movie, and if that base goes down, I believe Movie will be out of expansions. I don't think he'll be mining. And Calm now moving in from the backside with some Hydras, going to try and take down this huge Dragoon force. But I don't know if Calm really has the forces quite yet, but he is still mining, remember, and he is still producing units, although this at the natural expansion, those drones are going to be at risk. Those drones need to be pulled back. This is a fantastic game. Movie's going to have a great army still out on the field as he takes down the natural expansion for Calm, and I don't know how much Movie has in the bank. I wonder if he's going to be able to continue producing units, or if he's going to even be able to produce another Nexus. That's going to be important as well, because he's going to need to continuously get some more resources right now. And it looks like finally Calm actually might be able to take the field here. He's bringing back those forces from the top left, which is a lot of Hydras, and I believe Movie might be trapped right now in between that narrow choke point of the main and the Hydras coming in from behind, and the Hydras are trying to be careful here, so that way they have to be careful and make sure that they pick off these High Templar. Only one High Templar remaining, along with a bunch of Dragoons and a single Zealot. Doesn't really matter, but at this point, it looks like Movie's only getting gas right now. I don't know if he has the minerals to produce another Nexus. He may be forced to just produce Archons right now, or High Templar, and just try and do it that way. But Movie is trying to go for the death blow here, but there are Zerglings and Hydras coming in from the back. A decent storm by Movie, and I don't know if Movie has the forces here. I think Movie is going to fall, folks. That was so close, though, but I believe Movie is going to fall here. There's just too many Hydras. Yeah, there's just too many Hydras, and with Micro, Calm is going to take the field here, and I believe he's going to, and that's going to be a game, more or less. I don't know if Movie's going to bother GGing or not. Actually, wow, Calm's mined out as well. His third base and his main is probably close to mined out. But Movie's going to try and long distance mine the top right, but now Calm is the only one with a legitimate army out on the field, and if he plays his cards right, if he just stops the mining of Movie at the top right base, it will be over, because Calm is still able to long distance mine a little bit more effectively than Movie is, because he has the military on the field, and these Zealots and these High Templars are going to be caught out in the open. A Reaver has been produced and wandering around, but there are no shuttles to help it out, and that's going to be bad for him. And here come a lot of the forces, and storming his own Reaver. The Reaver goes down along with the Zerglings. That is not a good trade, and also storming his own Observer. So here at the end, we're seeing some sloppy play from Movie, but it's all desperate play at this point, and Movie is just about done. He's long distance mining, but he's got nothing in the field. Calm is long distance mining, but I think Calm's in a little better position now, and Movie I think knows that his hands aren't even really moving, doesn't really have much to do, and he's trying to play games here, but I just don't know how he's gonna be able to do anything here. Calm's is long distance mining with a lot of drones, really. There's GG from Movie. Great game. Recommend it to your friends. That was awesome. Calm versus Movie on Heartbreak Ridge from the first week. That was an excellent game. Both players playing out of this world. Movie making, really they made it so that way 3-hatch Spire, 5-hatch Hydra versus Protoss wasn't boring, with Corsair Reaver, Corsair DT, High Templar drops, Mutalisk tech switches, and then I loved the mass Hydralisk defense of Calm. He didn't even really pull back away from Storm's Reavers. He just absorbed them as Communist Russia did, and just beat Movie back there in a big battle just through sheer weight of numbers. And I have to say that was the decisive moment when Calm was able to survive with a lot of Hydras and take advantage of the fact that Movie gave up the bottom set of ridges. That was really a huge turning point in the game, and Calm was able to take down the third base of Movie and really alter the whole economic positions of both players. That was absolutely huge. But I'm losing my voice here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do Cal versus Savior at this time. I might have to wait until later. But I hope you guys enjoyed so far. It's 2-1 now, STX Soul versus CJ Antis, so they've won the last 2 matches. And Cal and Savior's coming up next on Fighting Spirit. I'll get to that